Surprise! Hello! Hello to my little friend. Right, so, okay.
So ScotlandIS, who are like a trade body for tech companies in Scotland, they have like a conference day, Scotsoft, and as part of that day they give out some awards. The main award is Young Software Engineer of the Year, and we make a film about those 4 inspiring people.
They're always far more intelligent than I like to think that I am, so we are not worthy.
It's such great fun, isn't it?
Yeah. That's really good. Working on the content that gets shown on the night, I think is so fascinating, because it's always like 4 brand new projects that you've never heard of before. That's what the award's for, it's profiling the project, right? So we've normally got a 10-minute slot. So, you know, by the time you've added in a sponsorship message at the beginning, you're looking at a couple of minutes per person. Because it's an awards event and it's on the night, we can play around with the music a bit more and we can use commercial music. And this year it was a big thing for me personally, because I was working in the edit to try and cut the tracks and get the timings down, and the vibe I got was that it did that.
Oh, that's nice.
It didn't come from you didn't give me that vibe.
It's a lot of pressure. It just got
Something
really
just
dark.
went out. What just went out?
Oh, is it that? It's flickering.
Something just went out, like over here. Is there another one? Oh,
that is that one there.
I suppose I was kind of doing the questioning and the interviews and all that sort of jazz. And Stephen was doing the production element of it.
I think what's quite important to say about that though is because it's such a small crew, you become quite symbiotic and play off each other and not just somebody setting up lights.
Just like a faceless crew person. There's no point in that at all.
Just some odd bod.
Some odd bod, exactly.
What we really want is people bods, you know, connector bods.
Charm bod. Personable.
Moving swiftly on bod. But those people didn't ask to be found. They didn't even ask to be nominated in some cases, you know.
And some people are just really not comfortable, you know, and that's like, it's completely understandable. I hate doing this sort of thing. And
do you?
Yeah, believe it or not.
I'm really enjoying watching you doing it.
And squirming.
So I guess it's hard for me to say what we do, because to me it just feels like second nature, like just being honest and earnest. But I can tell you what I would never do. Like,
and we'll come back to that after this commercial break.
Done this training day one time. These guys that were training you were telling you ways to manipulate and control conversations and to get people to give you what you want. And it actually just repulsed me. Like, if I have to manipulate the conversation, then I don't want to be part of it. It's rubbish. The story always tells itself. Let the story tell itself. Like, just be there, be present, and it will happen. And all you need to do is shine the torch on it.
You know, a massive part of our job is obviously crafting a story after the fact. But it's also genuinely about finding out, like us finding out. So then when it comes to piecing together that story in the edit, it's about using the content that we've captured and then applying that to what we found out to craft this and then presenting it. So yeah, I film in London. I don't know if you've ever been on the Caledonian Sleeper with 2 guys that have just had a load of burritos. Yeah, so myself and Stephen have personally worked with Karen from ScotlandIS for 4 years now. So she's running an event, right, which is happening on this day. And like, honestly, like she has like a million things on her plate. When you see one of your clients like really, really busy like that, like all you want to do is kind of be like, well, listen, like let us take this off of your hands. That's kind of how I look at it.
What makes me really proud is like showcasing people, like, you know, they've achieved something, and to give them a platform, that's quite a privilege actually, and a responsibility, you know.
We often get invited to the event itself, and there's a big part of it, I think, like for me personally, is to be able to see the guys and to see their reaction to the film. I mean, it's incredibly scary to be there, because you're like, oh man, I really hope we represented their project well. It's incredibly complex subjects, you know?
Wait, it's like 9 months of work that you're distilling into 2 minutes on screen.
So we always go up and we're like, hey, how are you getting on? Yeah, fingers crossed, hope you win, woo! Because we actually don't know.
Or we never know. People ask us, we don't.
They always ask us who won, and we're like, no idea.